I'm excited again to be back here in Kentucky. I always seem to come back every year. It's usually actually part of my plan. I want to come back as much as possible, get back to the community. Um, it's really great to be back. I get to be with my friends and just enjoy Lexington again.
It's got to be pretty exciting going into another year in the NBA. You guys have really bolstered that team with Jimmy Butler and potentially Kyrie Irving. I mean, what do you look forward to this coming year?
I think it's just a jump. Everything's a process. And for us to do what we're doing now is truly special. Everything's not going to be as quick as my time in Kentucky, where first step on campus, you guys are already gelled and ready to go. It takes time sometimes. So we've built from block by block, brick by brick, a team that we feel very comfortable with. We've lost some great guys: Zach Levine, Ricky Rubio, Chris Dunn. We have to give up so much right now to get to the point that we're at right now.
Did you have Jimmy's number before you gave it to everybody else?
Of course. I had a good time, getting to know Jimmy. And when the trade happened, I realized, like everyone else on ESPN, watching Draft Day. So that was intriguing. But, Jimmy's such a great teammate. He's a great player. Can't wait to work with him.
You guys recruit Kyrie at this point?
I don't know. That's up to the man who's always been getting paid for the last, I guess, 100 years, Source. So when you find out who the source is, then you let me know. He's been getting paid for so long.
What do you think of the division overall? Some other teams have added some new pieces there too.
I think that the NBA is changing. I mean, the West is something that's truly special. It's just amazing how great the West has gotten this offseason, when you're talking about so many players coming over. So NBA is just getting more competitive. It's changing the landscape of a lot of players. People talk about Paul George, Dwight Howard moving. That was a big one too. A lot of people are just being talked about this offseason. I think this has been one of the more exciting off seasons for fans in a long time.
We're talking about the team of former Kentucky players like yourself.
Oh, here's the all UK question. Here we go. Keep going.
Go ahead. What's your answer?
Of course, we kill anybody. I don't care who you pick. That's not a question. I don't know what Julius said yesterday, but I'm not as modest. He did? Oh, good. We on the same page. Now we beat anybody. That's not even a question. And if we get to pick our coach and we get to pick Cal, it's over. It's not even a question. We walk. It's gonna be like my year here at Kentucky. We walk on campus, it's over.
It would be hard to be for starting lineup though for that.
I mean, it depends. Are we playing as the way my team played? If the way my team played, you never cared who was the starters or the bench. Everyone got equal time, so it didn't matter. I know, it's so beautiful to see him get a contract. I'm so happy for him. He deserves it. He's been playing tremendously well in the D League, and he's proven himself. So I'm extremely happy for him. I got to talk to him the other day. Talked to Derek Willis, through his process. I'm glad to see him now with the Pistons. It's amazing. It's amazing that what this school brings and what making people from whoever may be the first player on the team to the last player on the team feel just as special, and giving them the same opportunities that we all are, whether it be the most notarized player on the team to the least notarized player on the team getting the same opportunities.
Seems like a bunch of these former Wildcats are ending up on the same team. Unfortunately, you don't have that.
It's all part of the plan now, I'm just playing.
Would you like, I'm not saying would you like to trade somebody away from your team, but would you selfishly like for maybe one of your former teammates to end up in Minnesota?
You know what? I just want to play with whoever gets me a win. I don't care if they came from Cincinnati, Louisville, Duke. I don't care. As long as they could give me a win, that's all that matters. I want to win a championship. I do wish, my one true wish is, though, I wish as many Kentucky players get the chance to have an NBA championship in their resume as possible. So that's when I become selfish for Kentucky, when you're seeing other Kentucky players, whether it be myself or others, doing extremely well.
That Gatorade commercial that you were in with the 38 and done, what kind of reaction you kind of got from the Kentucky fan base making relive that a little bit?
What do you think? that was a weird one to do because, you know, it was something that I didn't want to kind of do, but it's kind of made a lot of sense. And I thought with the message that the commercial was talking about and the message of the whole brand for that was that it made a lot of sense. You know, it was weird. That was a weird day to do it because, you know, we spent, not say about, let's say 4.5 hours working on a commercial, and 3 hours, let's say 3 hours and 15 minutes were spent obviously changing and getting sets changed and stuff, but mostly about 3 hours of actual work was put into doing a whole nother commercial that didn't actually happen, and we spent 45 minutes on that part, and that's the one that ended up on TV. So, you know, it just shows, that's a little insight for you guys when you see commercials. So imagine for 5 seconds, you know, it takes 4 hours, and you spend 3 hours doing a whole other commercial, a lot of extras and everything, and that doesn't even be the one that ends up, it's one of you just being in a locker room by yourself talking about defeat, and that's the one that ends up on TV. So it's amazing. It's amazing when you only spend 40 minutes talking about your time in Kentucky, and all of a sudden that's the main focus of a commercial. So it shows you the power Kentucky has.
You've become quite the pitch man, really, with beef jerky and DJ and all that. What's been your favorite commercial so far?
I don't know. I think a lot of them I've had a lot of fun with because they're all been different experiences. And, you know, I've been very fortunate and blessed to have a lot of opportunities given to me. Very fortunate to be able to take a lot of them. And, you know, I can't say much. I'm just blessed, you know. I'm just blessed with the opportunity to get a lot of things. I got some big things in store for myself coming up. And I can't wait to take the opportunity and run with it and hopefully have all you guys watch it.
Can you tell us who plays the Sasquatch? It's a pretty big deal.
I still don't know. I still don't know. The guy is all in with that character. That is not fake what you see on TV. That's him really believing he's Sasquatch.
How much have you had a chance, Karl, to spend around these current group of Kentucky players that are coming in this year special?
I spent some time with them yesterday. I just walked by, you know, introduced myself. I haven't got the real much to talk to them. I talked to coaches a little bit about them, you know, get an idea how they are and stuff, and they should be good. I mean, you know, it's going to take some time for them to gel, but I think they got some talent that's undeniable.
Well, back to those commercials, what does it kind of mean for you to be in a commercial with all those greats, Michael Jordan? Did you ever imagine yourself in something like that?
I mean, it would be a lie to say if I did. You know, you never expect yourself to be in the same, you know, stratosphere with Michael Jordan on a commercial and stuff. You know, so just to be part of a commercial like that with him is just mind-boggling. You know, legends, him, Serena Williams, Peyton Manning, you know, Eli Manning. You know, those are guys that are proven in their game, and I'm just blessed to be part of them.
Cal recently got a chance to coach a bunch of recruits with USA Under-19. What did that mean to you when you were with the Dominican team as a high school kid? How big a deal was that for you as
I thought that question was going to go way another way, but okay. I mean, it was great. I got a chance to play for Cal. I got a lot of experience from it. I learned a lot from him. Got a chance to really just, you know, learn how to play the game the right way, in a professional way too. So it was awesome. You know, they came up short over there in Egypt, so feel bad for them. You know, they had a lot of talent. I talked to Cal a little bit, bust his chops about that a little bit, but it's something I know the kids are truly had a great time doing. I know he's a great coach. He's a great person to be around, so I can only imagine how much fun they have.
Did you get a chance to see his 30 for 30?
I got a chance to watch a little bit, but I'm weird, so like when I watch things like that I'm truly want to get, you know, dive into, I don't want to watch 10 minutes, leave, come back, watch another 30 minutes. I want to watch it fully. So, in one sit down. So I'm going to go back and watch it again, but I've had a chance to watch, you know, a little bit, but not too much.
With your commercials and trying to prepare for the season, what's your schedule like? It sounds scattered pretty jam-packed.
You know what? I like doing things. So I always try to keep myself busy. I mean, you know, it's just working out early morning, getting it over with, and then, kind of just working, getting the other side done of basketball, So I just take my time. I enjoy the process. The thing is, I'm always having fun. If I stop having fun, that's when I take a break. So I'm having a lot of fun doing what I do. Get a chance to do what I love as well. I like showing my personality, so it's not like the commercials really bother me.
Your guys is always trying to improve your game, so what are you working on the most, I guess, for this next season?
I got some stuff in my bag. I always try to keep a little thing stashed away, and I've been working on some things I've really wanted to do for a long time. I can't wait to bring it out during the season, but it's something that, for me personally, I've always been known as versatile, but it's something I never really thought I had in my game until now, so it's going to be fun.
Kind of seems like you came into the NBA at a perfect time where your skill set
Mhm.
is what your position is.
Mhm.
So how does that kind of go into what you want to do next year?
I mean, I think, like you said, the game is changing, and I've been very fortunate to step into the NBA at a time where it's more acceptable for a big man to do what I do, and it's more needed than ever. So, again, very fortunate with timing, but at the end of the day, it's about the work I put in the gym and making sure that results into wins. So, I've been working tremendously hard to make sure I'm the best teammate possible and make sure that I'm the best player possible for my team. So when it comes to us trying to make the playoffs, or even in the playoffs, making it deep in the playoffs, I'm able to contribute to the team's success.
Carl, you're a guy that probably a lot of people thought was maybe snubbed a little bit from the All-Star game.
A little?
Is this the year that you make the All-Star game?
I don't know. I mean, I guess you can't get strike three, so I'll go out there swinging. I mean, whatever happens, happens. Team success is first. So I just go out there. I just make sure that I'm the best player possible. I let the cards fall. Cards play the way they play. But it doesn't matter. For me, I got to worry about making sure we're in the playoffs, making sure that I stop this drought in Minnesota. I promised them since day one I would do that, and I intend to keep my promise.
How has a coach like Tom Thibodeau changed your game on the defensive side of the ball?
It's just different looks. Coach Calipari has a different look than Coach Thibodeau for defense. So, there's two different systems. And the more you get used to Coach Thibodeau's system, the better. Coach Cal is more of a freelancer. He gives you the chance to just kind of mostly do your own thing. Tibbs is more of a system guy. So it takes a different approach. Just got to get used to it.
What about kind of the way they communicate? They're both pretty fiery. How do you compare those two guys?
I mean, they're the same, but different in some ways. I think, I think it's different because it's just different the way they react to things, So in college, if you miss one rotation with Coach Cal, I was already guaranteed to walk into the sideline. And, in NBA, it's not the same way. So, it's kind of different, I guess you could say, from my time in Kentucky to the NBA. So it's just fun. I think that when you have that passion from a coach, that's when you truly feel it. You just seem to be more energized. I think that's why Coach Cal always gets the best of his players, because he's giving his best to them at all given times. So, I mean, that just shows you why he's a Hall of Fame coach. There's a reason why he's in Naismith.
Speaking of Hall of Fame, what were your thoughts on John Wall going in to UK Hall, and what would that mean for you?
I mean, that's tremendous. I mean, that's a huge honor. That's an honor that I could only wish in my lifetime I'm able to achieve. He's given so much to the school, and he deserves it. I think that he's a part to why the school has become so popular for a lot of people, which it already was, but just building on the culture that already was built before him. For me, if I was to ever be part of the UK Hall of Fame, I mean, that would be a life moment. That's a lifetime achievement. That's like winning your first NBA championship. That's like, retiring as one of the franchise's best. That's like having your first child. It's a big honor. It's a big honor to be able to call yourself one of the greats of UK history.
Time for a couple more guys.
Is there one player on this coming UK team that you're looking forward to watching?
Brad Calipari? No, just like No, you know what? I don't look at it like that because when we was playing, there was no one player to look at. You know, you looked at us as a collective group because we were all felt like one player. You know, we moved as one, or reacted as one, we won as one, and we lost as one. So, you know, I don't look at it like that. I look at it more as how is the team going to do? Because there's always going to be exciting players and talented players in this world, always in the college scene in America, but how many teams could be special? How many teams could go out there and win? How many teams could dominate the SEC? How many teams could go out there and dominate the whole NCAA? You know, that's how I look at it.
Just wondered how often you think back to your 1 year in Kentucky and that run that you guys made, and what you think about it when you do reflect.
Oh, I mean, no one's ever going to do that again. You know, that's not going to be something that's done again. It's almost impossible. I talked to Devin Booker a while ago about it, just recently, and you know, that's not going to be done again. It wasn't just the way that we won. It was how we won. I mean, we're beating teams by 50. UCLA should have just walked off the court at one point against us. So, I mean, there's no disrespect to any university, but that year was our year. Yeah, we went out there and we treated the game first at all times with respect. We never disrespected the game of basketball. We always went out there with tremendous respect for our opponents and for the game. But we went out there with a chip on our shoulder. And that's very rare for a team who's on top of the mountain with absolutely no one around us to have a chip on our shoulder. We made goals for ourselves that were, to a lot of people, not possible, and we made it possible. You know, we're gonna be it's sad that, you know, when you look back at my team, you know, you're gonna look back at and see our team as a testament to what true power is and what true perfection is, but at the same time, how far away perfection truly could be in a humbling story, which is sad because I felt our story was written in pen instead of pencil, and we were mistaken.
You got a chance to see Coach Gallagher used to drive by Young.
You see how far he got up? It was like that. He like got up like literally a soul. But hey, it's enough. Not bad for a man with a new hip, so.
Coming into Kentucky, you were seen as a top 10 guy, but not necessarily the premier prospect. And we saw the development to, you know, the #1 pick, and then all the commercials, and you're seen as like, you know, the up-and-coming guy in the NBA. How much can you credit that to Coach Cal and the Kentucky basketball program?
I mean, it's a lot. I mean, you know, Coach Cal in Kentucky gave me a platform to showcase myself to the world in a different way. You know, he raised my game. You know, he taught me a lot of things and fine-tuned a lot of my skills that may have been problems before coming in and made them my strength. So, you know, there's a lot of things when you come here to UK that you learn. There's a reason why we're the best of the best. You know, we're the best at what we do, especially putting people in the NBA. There's a reason because we have a blueprint that no one else has and no one else has figured out yet and possibly will never figure out.